Namaste. I welcome you all. I am Poonam Upadhyay, Holistic Health and Diet Mentor. I want to know how many of people are live. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic on our live session, that is about type 2 diabetes. Very important session. And as we had mentioned that nowadays the scenario that the type 2 diabetes is only present in a particular group or community, or if it is only relevant to some age group, that all has become false, because nowadays we see that it is uh, available, like many of them are getting this type 2 diabetes at very early age of life. And we have known some cases where the kids are also getting type 2 diabetes. So I welcome you all. Namaste again. Welcome to Tathastu Holistic Health, and here we discuss how holistically we can grow and conquer all the disease and disorders. And diabetes type 2 is one of type of lifestyle disorder in today's scenario. As you all know that diabetes is a very like nowadays it is said that India has become capital of diabetes. So why it is becoming capital, and why it's showing like that? We have to think and we have to go long way to understand it. Though it is very simple, similarly it's very tough too. So let's understand what is diabetes type 2. Let me tell you that if you are, you have some, you are overweight, if you have hypothyroidism, PCOS, PCOD, then too there are chances in women that they will convert into diabetes type 2 when, you know, at later stages, or according to the progression of the disease. And it is actually the root cause, it is one of the root cause of all the major diseases which are happening. So we need to have proper relation, we need to know the relation between diabetes type 2 and lifestyle. The balance between both is very important. So let's start. So what do you understand by diabetes if I ask you? So people understand, like in layman language we say it is sugar or glucose metabolism. We say it as carbohydrate metabolism, because carbohydrate, when broken down into smaller particles, the end product is glucose, which is the last metabolized thing in the body. And that is the process where our insulin and carbohydrate and diabetes type 2 relation comes. Now understand, now we have to, for that we had learned, we have knowing three different things: insulin, carbohydrates and diabetes type 2. So as we are talking about diabetes type 2, let's understand what is insulin, because it has a major role in the progression of disease, and even when it starts initially. And insulin is secreted by pancreas. So pancreas are very important organ, and whenever we eat or drink something, the food should be metabolized in the body to give energy to all organs and all nerves. So that thing does when insulin comes in picture, and that insulin act as key which converts that carbohydrate into glucose, and that glucose is given as energy point in all over the body. So for that, I wanted to go to very basic to make you understand. That's why in simple language we are going to do one small activity. So I have sugar with me, I have water with me, and now we have to think this sugar as carbohydrate and this water as insulin. I want to ask you a question here. Suppose I cover this sugar sheet with some paper or some plastic sheet, and if I try to pour this water in the bowl, will this bowl get that water? So will this carbohydrate get this insulin? The answer is no. So insulin is important, that is one point, but the second point is then what happens in our body. As you know, we are living a very sedentary lifestyle now. So due to this sedentary lifestyle, what happens that we are not very active, but our eating patterns are remains the same, and actually we eat more of junk food, and we more of street food, which involves more of fat and carbs in our diet. So what happens, I am going to take a spoonful of this, and in another glass I will mix this with water, and let's see what happens. As we all know what happens, but then now we have to think with the perspective of how insulin and glucose that is getting metabolized. So what I am doing is I am taking a spoonful of sugar, and now I am adding water to it. So if you can see, I am just going to stir it. The spoon is a little bigger, and as the insulin is there, the whole sugar will get dissolved in the water. So the carbohydrate is less here, and insulin is adequate. But as I told you, due to our lifestyle, what is happening? We are using more of carbs, and insulin is not that much required. Though slowly and steadily, what happens? Initially, the insulin will come, and it will, nullify the effect. But at the end, what will happen? This solution will become saturated. Similarly, when our pancreas, we give the pressure of eating more and more of junk food, or the food which is more in a carb rich, carbohydrate rich food, what will happen is the saturation point will come where the insulin will stop working. So that way insulin plays a very important role. So once the insulin stop working, what will happen? uh, Slowly steadily we will feel that we are going into the zone of pre-diabetic. Now what is pre-diabetic? So the diabetes, as we said, has become very common, and with this example I think it is very clear that how the insulin, the insulin, the carbohydrate plays a major role in our body, right? So similarly, the carbohydrate metabolization is not happening properly. Slowly and steadily, the excess saturated thing which is there, that will get converted into fat, because the body will store it. What happens when we bring excess of vegetables, or we have excess of milk at our home? What we do, we refrigerate it and we keep it for another day. Similarly, the body will store it in the liver, and it will just keep for some time, where if we are in fasting mode, or if our body doesn't get proper nutrition, or we are devoid of any nutrients, or then that again will get converted into carbohydrates to give us energy. So I think this point is very clear. So now, how do I know that I am diabetic or I have diabetes? There are many tools and this available. I can say the diagnosis can be done with many blood tests available, like the simple is our as a meter where we can just our glucose, we can take our blood sample and easily we can find our sugar values. It can be done fasting. The fasting should be at least 8 hours, minimum 8 hours, and afterwards if we do fasting, fasting result will be appropriate. The second is uh, type like after 2 hours when we have our meal, we have to do the test, that glucose test. So if it is more than 140, 160, we say that the people are entering into pre-diabetic or they are getting some of this of diabetes. And the other test is glucose tolerance test. Usually this test is also very beneficial, where uh, we are given a mixture of liquid glucose and we take it for around you know we take it 75 ml of water approx, according to the weight it differs, and we take it and for 2 hours we have to be around like that area only, and every hour the test is done. So usually with pre-diabetics or diabetes, what will happen, after 1 hour the sugar level or the glucose level will go up, it will rise, but after, in second hour it will again go down. But if you are entering a pre-diabetic zone, or if you are diabetic, then that in second hour also that zone will be more, so that in that way it is a confirmatory test to make you properly understand that yes, you are pre-diabetic or you have diabetes. Even this test is done for gestational diabetes, means if in during pregnancy if someone gets this type 2 diabetes. And the third test, and very important test, and many of like dietitians and doctors refer to HbA1c, A1c test, where approximately around for 3 months, 2 to 3 months, you will get the idea what will be your glucose level will be. So today we will emphasize little more about that to get a proper idea. So suppose um, if you do this test, so you will get a range. There are three range: normal range, pre-diabetic, diabetes. And in diabetes also, if the situation is very worse, then it will go more further the range. So 4 to 6 will come under normal range, around 6 to 7 will come in pre-diabetic zone. So there is nothing as such. You have to go to a lab and you have to do your blood test. And in that blood test, that HbA1c, they will give you a value. In that value, you will understand that how it works. And then afterwards, as I told you, 6 to 7 is pre-diabetic range, and 7 and above is diabetic range. So 7 to 9 is little diabetic, but slowly the condition is worsening if it goes above 10. If it is above 10, so it is a alarming situation where you have to understand that you might get some other complicated disease like kidney disease or liver disease. So it will be combination of many diseases. And when diabetes start, what happens is many of the body organs get affected by it, because glucose is the major source of energy our body utilizes to all the organs, to our brain. So your eyes, your kidney, your nervous system, your liver, somewhere or other, everything is affected. So you might have cramps, or you might have blurred vision. Many things, can be a symptom of this type 2 diabetes. So we need to see that how you are doing and where we stand. So this HbA1c test gives a proper idea that where are we standing and what measures we need to take to uh, bring it at one balance. So type 2 diabetes, as I told, so 6 to 7. So when it goes above 10, as I said, then all the body parts or the body structures gets affected. So it is very difficult to maintain at that level. So we have to catch hold when you come under pre-diabetic zone only, because at that is the time where we usually, don't we are not that careful, and we do all the things, like we take it very casually, and we feel ki it will go on its own, but it's not going to go unless and until we take some proper measures for that. So again, I hope we have proper bifurcation of all the categories of diabetes, if the person is in, or who are you know can come in the category of pre-diabetic. If you are diabetes, you have diabetes, then in every 3 months you need to do the test, but you should keep a glucose meter at home, and at least for week 2-3 readings you need to take to know that what is your breakfast level, like fasting level, after lunch or after dinner, what was your reading, and you should maintain a diary or book, so that you have a proper idea that where do I stand and how I have to work upon it. Now suppose if you have, let me tell you that who can come under pre-diabetic zone. So there is a proper this, where we can say that there is discoloration in the folds of skin, like your neck, your elbows, where the color differs. So what will happen, that in clinical terms we call acanthosis nigricans, which shows that you might come in pre-diabetic or diabetes range. And mind you, before if it comes on the paper, the body will show you signal, and you have to catch that signal there and work upon it. Because diabetes type 2 is a lifestyle disorder. Of course, genetic disorder, it comes under that also, but nowadays lifestyle disorder means is the main factor for this disease. So it is putting us on, like it's not getting giving us that ease, right? So uh, if your waist measurement is, for ladies, if it is like if we count on centimeters, if it is above 90 centimeter, and for male it is above 100 centimeter, we are sure and sure that if you don't have diabetes type 2 now, at least in future you will have this. So try to maintain your waist size, try to be active, so that we don't come under that circle of disease, and how to prevent or treat it. So now we have understood the pre-diabetic range. Now let us understand that how we can uh, maintain it, or how we can avoid the disease. So there I wanted to know that how many of you are active. Like now lockdown is there, though the situation has become very worse. Sedentary lifestyle, so already we all have nowadays. But during this lockdown period also we have a good reason of not being very active, and as we all are at home, we tend to eat more, and then our list of what we want to eat is endless. But do we ever think that if we are eating so much, are we properly utilizing it? Are we converting that glucose? Are we converting that glucose? Are we giving proper this to insulin, or are we increasing that glucose in our body so that it stores as fat in our liver, and at the end it gives us more and more disease and disorders? So we need to think about that before consuming anything. So now some action plans, then how, what we can do, because nowadays you, me, everyone are can come into this zone. So we need to avoid it completely, and we need to see how we will act or what we can do. So there are some action plans, and for that action plans we all need to stay together and motivate ourselves, our families, our neighbors, so that we maintain a very healthy lifestyle. So for that there are some action plans which we will act upon, like exercising daily for 30 minutes. So again the scenario comes that it is lockdown, you cannot go down. If you cannot go down, you can do a proper dance, you can do a walk at home. Suppose for adults, or if kids, even kids need to do that. It's not that only when we become adult we need to be aware that what is right eating and how should we eat. From childhood we should know that what is we should know the difference between what is right, what is junk, and what is healthy, and what my body wants. It is not that for taste I am eating, and I am eating mindlessly, and I don't understand that what is my requirement. So what will happen? Such kids also at the future will come into that risk, and that is what is happening. For kids, we are not bothered that what they are eating, and we just feed them what they like. Of course, sometimes it is all right, but the basics should be put from the childhood only, that what is required. Now, uh, as I told you, proper exercise, proper diet. If you are on medications, if you are taking some medications for diabetes, yes, you should continue it initially, but with that lifestyle changes, if you are in pre-diabetic zone, or if you come in diabetic zone also, and if your pancreas are proper, they are secreting insulin, only the fat is the fat is one reason where the insulin is not getting proper metabolized, the carbohydrates are not getting metabolized. Then let me tell you that there are chances where your diabetes can be completely reversed. So do try it out. And what happens then, whenever we try to do something, we want to reach the top floor first. We don't want to even climb a single stair or single floor. So this is not going to work for anyone. For some time, yeah, the fat diets, the extensive and very vigorous exercises will give you that result. But are you comfortable in doing that exercises for long duration? Are you comfortable for maintaining it for long duration, or only if you are doing it for losing weight, or just to remove that disease? Then let me tell you one more thing. According to Ayurveda or naturopathy, the disease, the ease is one when where our energy levels are not proper. The flow of energy is blocked, due to which we come under some or the other come under and have some symptoms of some or the other diseases. So we need to take proper care about that. And in diet, we should include more of fiber rich food, like salads and all that. In the then more of fruits and vegetables too. But yes, in pre-diabetics, you can have all the fruits. Even diabetics range, we can recommend some fruits. But if your HbA1c is above 10, then some of the fruits are restricted. And the moment your HbA1c doesn't come to little lower than 10 and all that, some fruits, and we tell you to avoid fruits and vegetables. So you need to take proper care of it. Now, uh, now diet is there. Exercise, as I told you, that exercise is very important. Being active is very important. Suppose it is a lockdown scenario for ladies, I think they have lots of workload still and they are working. But then too, in that workload also, we need to remove a handful of time where we give 100% of what activity we are doing. For gents, it can be uh, helping the household, helping their wives, so that they maintain that balance and the activity is also done. Then third point is uh, to understand that what my body is showing symptoms, or how and I can tackle with it. Because the way I tackle my disease, my symptom, and the way you tackle your symptom will be different. So the point here, as we are talking about holistic living, it will not be same for you and me. We need to find that one point where you feel ki this is the thing I can do, and I can go ahead and reduce my weight, or reduce my HbA1c. So that all we can do. So now here, let me tell you, I want to conclude here with let me tell you, in Ayurveda also there are some herbs which are recommended for diabetes. In diabetes, according to Ayurveda says diabetes, diabetes is called madhu in Ayurveda. So madhu is sugar and meha like urination. So sometimes what happened that in urination now, so we have washroom, but in urination if you have that fruity smell or sweet smell and ants get attracted, that is also one of the symptoms that you have diabetes type 2. So in Ayurveda we say that way, and there are many herbs to combat that, like Triphala, Guduki, that can be taken. And in according to Ayurveda, like we have three main this. So when kapha is elevated, then we have diabetes. So in that scenario, we try to reduce the kapha with having more of astringent and bitter foods in our diet. So this will help to reduce the blood glucose level. So I want to conclude here. I want to stop here. I hope you had a proper idea that how I try to explain that how insulin works, how carbohydrates work, how it is important for metabolism of our digestion, due to which diabetes type 2 is very prevalent. And friends, diabetes type 2 is a thing which is everyone is scared of. As it is our first session, I am telling it as a disease or disorder. But in our further sessions, we will not, take this as part of your body, because we want to throw it away. We want a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul. So, Never tell the words I am diabetic, I am pre-diabetic. Yes, I have symptoms of diabetes and I am going to treat it and I am going to be properly fine, healthy, and I will maintain it, because healthy lifestyle is not compulsion. We have to be like, our choice should be that we should be healthy and fine, and we should treat our body properly, where so that we enjoy all the things around us and enjoy our surroundings. So I hope I cleared your doubt, and if there are any doubts in your in anything related to diabetes type 2, please let me know if I can help you out. Thank you Reshma, thank you Pooja, thank you Jaya, thank you Isha, Prabha, Harshit for watching this live, and please let me know that what further videos I can make for you, and any doubts, if you need to clarify, or anything which we discussed you want to discuss again, if you want me to discuss again, so that I can help you out, because sometimes we take diabetes type 2 very lightly, but then what happens, and it is the root cause of many of the different diseases and disorder, which in future is not good for us. If, as I told you, if we hold it now and if we act on it now, uh, then many other disease and symptoms we can relieve, which will not be there with us. So let's take a pledge and make sure that you know we do the needful for ourselves and our surroundings. We stay healthy, we stay fit, and as I told you, help ourselves and help our neighbors. Thank you. Namaste.